Your thoughts either condemn you or justify you. Are you mastering your mind? Are you mastering your thoughts? Hello everyone, Tanya Pluckrose here from Rich Results Mindsets. Look, I'm all about helping you master your mind so you can master your life. And today, my video has a little bit of a different edge to it than my normal teaching videos. Today, I want to share a couple of true stories that illustrate that if you do not start to master your mind, that is to manage your thoughts will either make you or break you. And this particular video came about because I was out and about today in Vegas doing a few chores, and I came across a homeless woman, and she was crossing the street while I sat at a red light. And I have to say, it was a devastating sight. It really brought me to tears, and it made me realize that it was her thinking that caused her demise. I'm sure she had been through a lot, but it's people's thinking. Either they have been programmed with the wrong thinking about themselves, about life or the world, or they've been through traumatic situations that cause them to think in a certain way. And I noticed that today, that there are many people out there that through unfortunate circumstances cause themselves to break themselves, to start to live a different world than what's possible. And it's only because of thinking in a certain way. Now, this isn't the first time I have seen people's thinking cause their demise. I'll never forget when I was working for MGM on their private jets. I worked for them, and the hangar was close to a government site where the government would hire a private 737-800 aircraft to transport federal prisons to various prisons nationally. And every week I would see that prison aircraft sitting on the tarmac, and it was either transporting prisoners to other federal prisons or bringing them in. And it was really a very much an eye-opener, because you would see the SWAT team there. You would see all the orange suits, you would see all the chains, you'd see the prisoners be bussed in. They would then be bussed out, get in these orange suits, be all chained up to be transported to another federal prison. And I used to think, wow, those federal prisoners wouldn't be in that position if it wasn't for their thinking. And their thinking might not even belong to them, that they may have been conditioned either genetically or environmentally with the wrong thinking, that's opinions by other people, the wrong thinking about themselves, about life, about money, about the world. And of course, if they've been programmed with a negative thoughts that have become beliefs, then those beliefs they act out on. And so it really got me on a mission today to continue my mission. And that is to continue this channel to help people master their minds so they can master their lives. Because if you don't start to discipline your mind and control the way you think, then you will be a plaything to outside circumstances. You will allow outside circumstances to control your thinking. And when outside circumstances start to control your thinking, that is when you start to think of various subjects and you live in a place of fear, doubt, and worry about those various subjects, then in a very short period of time, you end up feeling, you live in a state of anxiety, and anxiety turns to depression, and depression turns to disease, and disease turns to disintegration. And so it's so important that the quickest way to live a life of faith and well-being is to monitor and manage your thoughts. And so today I just wanted to make this broadcast today to remind you to take back your power, master your mind, do whatever it takes to start to think about and into the results you would love for your precious life. Because if you don't, then you will be owned by your mind. You won't own your mind will own you. And of course, it will either make you or break you. All right, that's a bit of a serious one today. Next one will be more cheerful. See you soon.